This daf Yom Yerushalmi B'Seches Sheni. The article goes with a daf Chafal from Ralph. Right after the Mishnah of Shimon ben Lakish, which is also right after the Mishnah on daf Yud Gimel Beis in the Vilna edition. And in the Mishnah we had a machlekes between Rei Meir and Rabbanan. Rei Meir said, "Ein b'chani kesef u'peres al kesef." You can't join money and fruits to call them jointly on kesef. Chachamim permitted this. So in this, Shimon ben Lakish said, "Mar pligim Rei Meir Rabbanan beperes she'en make kesef." When you have fruit, which not enough to make up the coin, the silver. Peres she'en make kesef, but enough fruit to redeem on the silver coin. Rabbanan concede that you should not be mitzaref, join together the fruit and the silver to be paid on the silver. If you have chatzi dinar kesef, chatzi dinar peros, mutter. If you have half a dinar of fruit and half a dinar of money, then can permit you to join them together on the and redeem them on the larger coin. Dinar kesef, dinar peros, but a dinar kesef, dinar peros, it's also, and that basically is explained. Shimon ben Lakish is explaining what Rabbanan hold, according to what he just said, that there's no need to be mitzaref because you have enough peros to be to put on to redeem on the dinar independently of this the kesef. So do so. Koshkein the Sheni dinar kesef, Sheni dinar peros also. So that's saying that if you have 2 dinar kesef and 2 dinar peros, that it's also to be mitzaref a dinar kesef and dinar peros in order, even though you can get up to a selah, right? You can't by joining together the dinarim. We don't let you do that. We only let you coin to Rabbanan. You let you get up to a dinar. But once you have a dinar, which is a significant coin, we don't let you upgrade that to take it up to a selah. Okay, in the Gemara Mishnah it said that the Donim Livnei Chachamim said Shlosh Dinar Kesef Dinar Mos. Who are these the Donim Livnei Chachamim? Donim. These people would sit in front of Chachamim and consider these matters. Ben Azeu Ben Zoma. So they were like Talmidei Chaverim to the they were on almost on the same level as the Tanoim, the Smicha. They were slightly junior in stature. Talmidim. Then there's a level called Talmidim. What is the level called Talmidim? Which you find evidently in several places. Chania ben Chachinoi Reblezer ben Masya. So it's interesting, I guess, Reblezer ben Masya, even though eventually got up to the level of Smicha, at some point he was still called Talmidim. Eida Kedosha, and now Eida Kedosha is a good language which we find elsewhere. That's Rabbi Yosef Mishulam, Rabbi Shimon ben Menasya. So just identifying people here. There are a bunch of headers here in Yerushalmi actually on the article version. Article has the edition which I should have put down, like Leifnei Chachamim. And now we have another one. Shamar Meini Cheb Chanus. Shai says to leave the coin in the store and eat corresponding to it. My time is Shamai. Was the reason why I leave it in the store. As we said in the Mishnah, because you might forget if you're jangling all that change in your pocket, that and you actually use the chulin inappropriately. And then we had another header here in our base. Misha says Barat Tmeim, so his kids were dumb, etc. Mana Kayami. So what are we talking about here? In the Mishnah where it said that you say some is Ma'aser Sheni for the children of Torah, some is not Ma'aser Sheni, it's going to the children who are Tamei. If you said it before they drank it, you say from now the wine should be mechul on the seller should be mechul on the wine based on the chelik of the tahirim in that wine. The chelik which is going to go to the ones of Torah in that wine. So then you just create a tarevis of Ma'aser Sheni wine and regular wine, and the Tmeim should not be allowed to drink from it. And if it says when they drink it, so then it's the Elohim Mafreya, but it means the time they drank it, it was still chulin. Never came Ma'aser Sheni until after they drank it. By then it's too late. Imar Shishta Mafreya, Chulin Shas, Imar Shishta Mafreya, that's the way to parse it. If you say when they drink it retroactively, then Chulin Shas, when they drank it was still Chulin. Okay, so this is rather this scenario. But anyway, it says, Mikfar L'Shiyichshta. It's like we have this principle in Lumdus, Mikanu L'Habra Umafreya. In other words, it's from now, when they drink it. He says that so therefore what they drank is for now considered to be Ma'aser L'Mafreya. But so the obviously there should be questions of Breyer involved here. So the article indeed says that this teretz is based on the presumption Breira, which says you can affect halacha even something which is at present not clarified, based on what's going to become clarified later on. So the that is, he brings up according to what Yerushalmi will give his interpretation. And he says, according to this would not be la halacha because we basket by the Raisa, we don't rely on Breira. And Chilul Ma'aser Sheni is the Raisa. But some then he says that some people say, when Father says mikfar sheyishtu, from now when they drink, it doesn't mean that the chilul should take place when the wine is still in the vessel, but rather it should take place after the wine has been removed from the vessel and is poured into the cup before it goes into his children's mouths. According to this principle, we don't require brera because it takes place at the time. Because the time of chilul is already clarified what wine is going to take effect, and he says that seems to be the case according to Rambam, who brings our Mishnah down halacha, and this is the explanation of the Kesef Mishnah and the Mary Kurkus. It says also Ayin Shno Sel Yo Ulam Ayin Barad Basham. So he says, it's not like the notion also knows when it's in the mouth already. Alright, but I'm not sure exactly how that would work. But anyway, let's go on. I think the cup is easier than understanding in the mouth, so let's leave the Shno Salio out of this. But Tmei Mace. So the Gemara also clarifies about the only time we Tmei Mace. Shane clears some time Bacharis, so the Cheres, which they touch, doesn't become Tamei, presuming they're pouring from it themselves, because it's not Matami from the outside. It's made to Maziva, but they're talking to Maziva, Shazam Matami Be'eset, because the dove is Matami when he moves something, Lobada in that case would not be effective. But of course, that's in Acher Ma'are. That's where there isn't somebody else to pour. Yesh Acher Ma'are, there's somebody else there to pour, then it's not a problem. If you tmei to Maziva, because you're talking to Maziva, somebody else will do the pouring, and therefore that won't be an issue. Okay, that brings us to the end of the parak. Chajlach Ma'aser Sheni Nitan. Next parak. Lo yamar adam mechaver ha'os pe'as Yerushalmi l'chalek. Rosh does not say to his friend, let's bring this fruit up to Yerushalmi in order that to divide it up, because since you have to bring out the fruit yourself. By doing this, you're being pareil, you're chov, you're paying your obligation for the transportation with Ma'aser Sheni money. Ella, what you can do is Omer lo halem shenochlein l'shnei Yerushalmi. Bring them up so we can eat and drink them Yerushalmi together. So it looks like he's inviting him to eat by him, not paying him for it. Nosim says because this avol is kind of like indeed. You're allowed to give each other a mat naskina. So avol is indeed you're allowed to give each other mat naskina, and therefore, as long as it doesn't look like it's a payment, then that's okay. Okay, so the Gemara says, "Lo yamar adam l'chavero," is a header. My ben omer shenochlem and nishtem lamer nechalik. What's the difference between the two? It seems like it's a little bit of aram, a little bit of ruse. Rabbi Yizir B'Shem Rabbi Yonasan said, quotes happens many times at Yerushalmi. Not sure where we have the first time. I don't think this is the first time. No, we had in Shvius. Imum hizeh. This is okay. One of those cases where it's not 100% clear why there should be a difference between between these lashonas, between these ways of expressing oneself. Chachamim said, okay, even though it's 100% clear, we're going to have to draw a line somewhere, and so Chachamim said, yes, it's possible that the intent is the same, but nevertheless, doesn't matter. We're going, since there is a difference, and that difference can be identified. So even though it's not 100% clear, nevertheless, we're going to be matched. By the way, some halachos Yerushalmi halachos imum to and some halachos are imum which are to machner. But in any event, this is one which is okay. Talmud Tfinon, we learned over there. Here is this iser, this coin. Yerek, and gather for me vegetables. Scharo mutter. Said this is talking about a, okay, this is a case in Shmi and Shvius where this actually also appears. So if a person says to a poel, here's your an iser, and gather for me vegetables today, then the schar is mutter. That doesn't have any, it's not kodesh medusha shvius, because the iser is not given for the work that's supposed to be, not for the vegetables. But if you said laki li bo yerek hayom, if you said that gather for me use the word bo, in it vegetables, his schar is also, because it's considered to have the concept of it's considered to be, as he said explicitly, that gather for me, that this should be payment for the vegetable. Similarly, lakach schar also. So schar is also. The Yerushalmi explains a little bit more. He says that when he says l'koli bo yerek, it's language of a sale. It sounds like you gather for me vegetables in the value of this dinner, bo, in that dinner, and therefore I'm paying you for that. So in essence, the dinner therefore is the fraying the value of the fruit, and the kedusha of the fruit is nitpas on the dinner, and of course then you can't give it to the amoritz. Not sure if we should go further with this. All these are laws of imum where the language is vague, and we distinguish between the two types of the imum, and later on actually we're going to have imum isur as well. But this is actually the end of Chaf Aleph Amar Beis. L'kachim Nachdom is already a new thing, so I think it goes on. So we'll stop here for today.